I got a question I want to ask you. When you think about success, what do you think about? In your life, is success something you work for? Or is success something you prepare for? Many would see the two, work and prepare, as the same word, but they're not. Do you sense there's a difference between the two? When you're working to achieve success, it's like touch and go. Many would call this the spaghetti theory. You take a thought, throw it against the wall, and if it sticks, you run with it. Others refer to this as hit and miss. You take an idea, it sounds like it might work, and you run with it. Alex is a prime example of these two concepts. He's 38, owns a small bicycle sales and repair shop. Several years ago, he came to me when he was thinking about opening his business. We had a strategy session, discussed the pros and cons, and he decided to go for his business his way, even though we talked about it might not be a good idea. As with so many business owners, he knew he could make this work. After all, he loved bicycles. He knew how to fix them, and felt he had enough friends he could count on. Alex has been in business 5 years now. And the other day I got a text message from him asking if we could talk. We decided to have lunch, and when he arrived, his first words, "I'm in a mess." I knew he was waiting for me to respond, so I let his emotions calm down and then asked him, "Tell me about your mess." As he started, it was apparent he had not really listened to the conversation we had about how to grow a small business. Being the know-it-all personality he was, he just ran out, found a spot, and opened his business. From the first time I went to his business, I knew he was headed for a business collision. First, his business location was going to create a challenge for customers to find him. Second, and important, he was undercapitalized. And third, he thought he knew what he really didn't know and found himself working very hard with little results. With an emotionally stressed look on his face, he leaned in and said, "I've really created a big mess for myself. Richard, I'm working 6 days a week, 13 to 15 hours at the shop. And when I come home, I'm really not there. Kathy's been real patient with me, but now she is stressed with where the business is and what it's costing us. I have caused a lot of strife between us." He looked out the window as he continued to talk, with his voice becoming more and more emotional. "Richard, I remember the conversation we had in the beginning. I remember the questions you asked me about how I would build my business. I have to admit, I heard you, but I really didn't listen to you. If I had listened, I probably wouldn't be in the mess I'm in now." He paused, looked at me. He tried to laugh and continued, "You told me to be careful and not get in my own way. Well, I did just the opposite. I jumped in with both feet, didn't really stop to pay attention to what was happening, and wouldn't admit I was in over my head. Richard, I'm working 50 to 60 hours a week, and still things keep getting worse and worse. Well, now I got to do something about the mess I've made." He paused at me through eyes that were filled with sadness and said, "You can work as hard as you can and still create a mess." You know, folks, Alex is like so many business owners I have met over the years. They think working hard is the key to having success. Have you ever worked hard? I mean, you put in the hours, the time, the energy, and then not achieved what it was you wanted to achieve. Do you understand the difference between working to obtain success and preparing yourself to experience success? Over the years, I've talked with so many business owners who have shared how tired, fatigued they are from all they are doing and feel like they have to do. Working hard is what you have to do when you're not prepared. Now, listen to that statement. Working hard is what you have to do when you're not prepared. Now, don't get me wrong. Achieving success requires working. The difference to me is working hard is traveling a consistently shifting terrain, and you don't know how to adapt, adjust, and align to the newness of the terrain. When I say simply working hard, what do I mean? Wrong pace can be an issue. Others don't understand your why. Rest is something there's never enough of. It keeps an emotional fight going on inside you. Being prepared is a different mindset. Why? Planning ahead for a clear direction. Your purpose is clear. Each day has an agenda. The pace is manageable. A mindset that's grounded in belief and trust. Research is done up front. Each day embraces change as a vital part. Desire, determination, and discipline are in place to keep you strong. For anyone, and that includes you, for anyone to be able to sustain their success journey, they must always remember it's a process. Yes, achieving success always requires effort. But without the right preparation, you'll spend more time spinning your wheels, exhausting yourself, and just getting more and more frustrated. Will your success journey at times be challenging? Absolutely. When that happens, and it will happen, take a deep breath. Take a step back and look at what is happening to make sure the adjustments, the shift in the terrain is requiring. Make sure you're prepared. It's about pace, patience, and persistency. Balance with watching the terrain and being willing to adapt and adjust. Now, I have a big question for you. Do you feel that right now you are working for success? Or preparing for a pathway to success you can sustain? If you're frustrated with what is not happening, I'd like to have a call with you. For the past 5 years, I have been researching and creating a process that will allow you to see whether you're working against your business becoming successful, and show you the process I'm using today to help leaders, owners, managers, entrepreneurs stop working to achieve success and prepare themselves to experience success. If you're not about preparing your business for success, or you're struggling with your business and you're not sure what to do, and you want to learn how to prepare to experience success, reach out to me at rflintsim@aol.com, and let's schedule a time for you and I to talk. I mean, what have you got to lose? You might just learn why you're struggling and learn there is a process that will prepare you for success. Interested? rflintsim@aol.com. I'm looking forward to hearing from you.